thanks for stopping by. Today we're learning Let's Go Crazy by Prince. This is Keyboard Solos with JP, where I teach accurate keyboard and piano parts learned by ear directly from the original recordings. This song has a few chord voicings that can be difficult to pick out by ear. So in this lesson, I'll show you exactly how I play them along with the sound I use to get close to the recording. And remember, these lessons aren't meant to be learned in one sitting. Pause, rewind, and practice as much as you need. That's exactly how I learn songs too. All right, let's make some music. So we're going to start by in the beginning where he says, "Dearly beloved," and he's talking through that. There's a keyboard part in there. I'll show it to you. It starts on the F sharp. You basically just hold this down, D flat, F sharp, B flat. Dearly beloved, we're here to get through this thing called life or love. I don't know the words. So anyway, then when he says that, you move your pinky to the B and hold these two the same. So you go from this to the B, and these two are the same, back to the F sharp. So you're going to go okay, and that means forever. It's a long time. I don't know what the words are. Okay, so those two chords you play while he's saying that. So you're going to go to the E flat, F sharp, B flat, to the F, D flat, B flat. Then it stops. There's something else, the afterworld. You roll up the keyboard there, just as simple that. Go to the B. So E flat, F sharp, and a B, to the F, A flat, and a B. And keep the pinky the same. Go to D flat, F sharp, and then bring your pinky down to the B flat. Then you hold that, and that's when the drums start. Things are much harder in the afterworld. From this, I don't know the words. I'm just, this life, you're on your own. B. That's a B. That's an F sharp. Does it 4 times. Punch the high. Okay, I'm going to show that part to you. Now it's going to go, that's just an F sharp that I'm playing on the bass down here. So this part is, you could just play the simple chords, but if you add these other chords, I'll show you it's going to sound much better. So the F sharp, those 3 notes. You're also going to go to this note. Okay, so that's a E flat, F sharp, A flat, B. Okay, I can hear in the chord it's going. I can hear that when it's doing it, so I know that that is in there, that A flat. All right, so I prefer to play them all. I just think it sounds better. So in the very beginning, before there's any, when he says punch the high, whatever he says, you're going to do this 4 times. That's the 3rd one, and it goes E, F sharp, A flat, D flat. So it's now in the verses, it'll go just those 2. On the 3rd one, I just do it for effect. It doesn't do this, but I just do that. So, because there's a lot of verses and it gives it a little bit more pizzazz, I think. So, all through the verse is going to do this. Okay, then I'm gonna let the elevator take us down. No, let's go. Okay, so that's a D flat, F, A flat. It's an E flat, F sharp, B flat, B chord, back to the D flat. Now let's go back to this. Okay, then it's going to do this And that part, we're going to do that 4 times. So B flat, D flat, F sharp, B flat, B, A flat, B flat, F sharp. So it does that 4 times. The bass part, if you want to play it, you can, but I never did. It's a little harder. You can play it if you can really hear the trumpet on that. So that one goes F sharp, B flat, B, C, D, flat, E. It is not easy to play both, I can tell you. I don't do both. I wouldn't do that. just if you gotta play something, play the F sharp. So 4 times. Then it goes back into the verses and on the F sharp. Okay, it does all through there. Then it's going to do the elevator thing. Back to this. Then right before the guitar solo, it's going to go F sharp again, down to the E, E flat, E flat minor, E, then the guitar solo starts. Okay, it's just keep doing this through the guitar solo. You'll know when it comes out of it, it's going to go. Gonna let the elevator break us down. No, let's go. Just wherever you add that third one, that's up to you. It doesn't really do that in the original. It just goes kind of between these two. But I like adding that third one. I think it sounds really good. Okay, so then and then Doctor, it'll be all right. You're gonna start doing this again instead of doing. When they start saying Doctor, everything gonna be all right. Sandals and daffodil. No, and it's gonna go back into the. Now this is getting towards the end. It's gonna do this 8 times. That's 4. 4 more. Okay, and this 8th one, you're gonna go. Hold that E, kind of give it some vibrato there on your Leslie organist effect. Okay, and then it's going to be like a guitar solo, some drums and stuff, and then you go down to the D flat, and that's when he does that famous guitar solo where Prince is jamming out, and then slowly you fade in as towards the end of his solo, you kind of turn your vibrato on there, and you start hitting this high. It's actually a high F sharp. Bring up the volume, and then your drums go bop, boom, bop, boom. Okay, hold that E, hold it. There's drums, there's guitar going crazy, everybody's going crazy. You hold that E, somebody's gonna say, take me away in that whole mess, and then you're going to go back to the F sharp. Okay, and that's how it ends. So it's a little bit important when I'm going to do this. It's going to go the F sharp, B flat, B, C, D flat, F sharp, E. I've heard many people play this wrong. It holds the E. Take me away, back to the F sharp. Whether it's a high F sharp or a low, up to you guys. That's how it ends. What a great song. The sound to this is a little bit tricky. It does use a lot of 80s style synth sounds in there. I also noticed that there is mainly organ sounds in the back of this. It sounds like it has almost like a Leslie speaker effect, like the Hammond B3 organ. And it has that effect on there. And I did pick out 2 organ sounds to layer together to create this. And it's a draw organ sound and it's a reed organ. and I combined them together, and I also added some 80s style synth on top of it with a little bit of trumpet, and definitely has some sustain on the end of it. Very punchy attack, very hard. When you first play the note, it just hits it right away, no delay at all, and then there's some echo on the end. So this is the way I set it up. Any type of lead synth or 80s style synth with some pads, or maybe some choir or string synth on there would probably work. But you can hear when I play this that it does have kind of a vibrato Leslie style speaker, and I can control it with my modulation wheel down here on the left, and as I turn it more, it vibrates more. If I turn it down, it almost stops. So you can kind of hear that back and forth. That's up to you if you want to get that technical. You don't have to. All right, and that's it for Let's Go Crazy by Prince. I hope you found this lesson helpful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel, and it lets me know that you'd like to see more tutorials like this. If you enjoyed this lesson, be sure to check out some of my other tutorials, including Dream On, Take On Me, New Rules, Uptown Funk, Don't Stop Believin', and Superstition. This is Keyboard Solos with JP, where I teach accurate keyboard and piano parts learned by ear directly from the original recordings. If there's another Prince song you'd like me to break down, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing.